Hello everyone, welcome. Just wait and see if I have a few people pop on live. You can see my stand in the background. Let's move that around a little. There we go. How's everyone going? Are you having a great day? For everyone who is living in Australia, happy Australia Day everyone. Hopefully you've enjoyed your day off and maybe gotten out and done a few things or done some crafting. However you've decided to spend the day. I've done some work, so I've had some craft work that I've had to do, and I'll tell you a little bit about that later on. So as you're popping on, please pop on and say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. If you're new, welcome. I've had quite a few new subscribers over the last week or so, so that makes my heart sing. I'm so excited to see my channel grow. If you are new here, my name's Tracy Bish. I'm an independent stamp out demonstrator in Central Victoria, Australia. And yeah, today is super exciting. It's actually the very first free card class that I'm offering as a special gift with ordering. So super exciting. Hi Marion, how are you? Each month, the fourth Thursday of the month, I'm going to be offering a free card class for anyone who shops with me using a minimum order of $100. I'll send out card kits, but everyone gets to see the cards and craft along with me if you would like. It's free, so which is exciting. Hi Nicole, how are you? Hi Wendy, how are you? So I'm also using for this month the Thanks a Bunch stamp set, which is a free Sale A Bration stamp set. Let me show it to you. So you can pick up this with your $100 order, choose this one as your free gift. Now if you've already got this already, you could do a $100 order and order next month's stamp that we're using, which is the Adorable Owls. It's completely up to you, or you could get some of those beautiful designer series papers that you can also get as Sale A Bration rewards with $100 order. But Thanks a Bunch is the stamp set that we're using today, and I'm super excited. We have 3 cards. They are like a step it up card, so it starts off very simple, working our way up, which is so much fun to do. Hi everyone, welcome. Yeah, so super exciting. So what has everyone been up to today? Have you been doing anything exciting? We've had actually really good weather here today, so which is nice to have. It's warmish, but we have a really nice breeze as well. But I've been sitting in my craft room for pretty much the whole day, so I've been doing some videos with a new project that I'm working with, which is so exciting. I'll be telling you a little bit about that really soon. So what else do we want to talk about? I'm not really sure what else is going on. I do have I did pick some plums today off my tree. I haven't posted that photo yet, but that was super exciting. The birds have gotten quite a few of my plums already, so that's annoying. I didn't put any netting over my trees this year, my fruit trees this year. And Riley hasn't been doing as good a job getting rid of those birds as I'd like, but because they're right down the very back, the plum tree, I'd say she hasn't seen them, but she's really good at keeping them out of my apples and peach trees. She's great. What else? We've planted those tower planters. Has everyone seen those tower planters? We've got lettuce and herbs and strawberries, a few different other things in there. So they are going really well, and I haven't taken a photo of that to share with anyone either. So I'll have to do that because it's so exciting to be, you know, growing a few different things. It's always a lot of fun when you can grow your own food. All right, I don't think I've got anything else, and no one seems to be talking, so we might pop it down. I've got a few announcements and then we'll get straight into the card class. So if you're here for the card class, hang with me for a few minutes. We'll do a few announcements and then we'll get straight into it. So hang on, let me get the camera down. I'm on my good phone because I thought I'd fixed whatever the issue was, but maybe not. I think it's my fluorescent light. No, there we go, that fixes it. It's a little bit dark though, so sorry about that. See if that's not too bad. We'll leave that light on and see how that goes. Let me know if that's flickering too badly for you. Hi Sandy, how are you? Hope you've been well. Okay, so Tracy's Sunday challenge is still running, and this week's challenge is masking. Now, I had a lot of fun. We created this card here on Sunday using the masking technique. And did you see my tip for using the tear and tape for your embossing powder? Super easy to do. Hi Pam, how are you? So there we have one card. I also have a few other samples that I had previously done. These are using Highland Heather, Granny Apple Green, and Coastal Cabana. Isn't that gorgeous? How pretty is that for a birthday or a wedding? And then a really simple one where I've just used that masking paper, that Stampin' Up! Cell, and stamped the sentiment in between. Yeah. Oh, you're feeling better. That's awesome, Sandy. And you're good, Pam. Well done. Awesome. All right, so there is time for you to join in if you'd like to join in this week's challenge of masking. The ladies have done amazing cards already. Go over to my Facebook page and see what they've done. But join in. Take a photo of your card. Pop it in the comments section of that post on my Facebook page. Yeah, and it's always fun to see what everyone else creates as well. Okay, so we still have the mini catalogue is in full swing, as well as Sale A Bration. We're almost to the first month of Sale A Bration. There's still all of February, but because February is a really short month, it's only 28 days in February, not long at all. So you still got time to grab those great bargains with free product. Now, it's also a really great idea to stock up on your adhesives, your tools, so whether they be embossing folders, your cardstock, all those things. It's a great time to stock up now so you get your free goodies as well, which is amazing. Now, if you're not already ordering through another demonstrator and you would like to get one of these catalogues in your hand, please get in touch with me. I'll happily send them out. But if you are already ordering through another demonstrator, please ask them for your catalogue. All right, it's also a fantastic time to take the join offer. This is an amazing deal. You can earn lots of free product with this joining offer. You can find it on page 18 of your Sale A Bration catalogue, and you can also find it online. There are three options. The first and second option are where you can choose either the Boho Blue Mini or the white mini machine, the cut and emboss machine. The starter kit is $210. You get either of the two machines, so the white or the Boho Blue, and then you're also choosing $315 worth of product, which is amazing. You're walking away with $215 of product for free. It's also free shipping. Any orders after that are 20% off, so amazing deal. The third choice is if you don't want the little mini machine, you can purchase the starter kit for $169, choose $315 worth of product. That's $146 in free product, free shipping, and 20% off orders after that. This is a really great deal. And if there's stuff in the catalogue that you would like and you want to save $215 or $146, then I highly recommend joining and taking that starter kit deal. You're not locked into anything. You can, if you don't want to purchase after that, it's fine. You just go back to being a demonstrator. So there's no commitments there. And if you have any questions, please just get in touch with me. I'll happily talk you through them. Now, there is a few days left of January, which you can pick up a few different things. So right now, 26th to the 31st of Jan, using the host code of $100 order, you can choose to have the card kits sent out to you. And I've got them here. Let me show you. So these are the three card kits for the class. Or if you don't want the card kits, I can still send you the January tutorial bundle, which is packed full of wonderful tutorials in here. So many great projects. And you'll also receive a free card from me, which is really, really great. And if you spend over $100 in product, I'll also send you this Simple Sweet Stampers tutorial bundle, which we created this card here. That's my card tutorial in this whole tutorial pack. If you're outside of Australia, you can still get your hands on the Simple Sweet Stampers tutorial bundle. There is a link over in the description of this, as well as over on my blog, that you can purchase it through PayPal. It's a direct download, so you can have it straight away. So that's over there as well if you're interested. All right, so what's included with the free class if you place that order of $100 or more using the host code? You will get the 3 card kits. There is also a PDF tutorial that has all the measurements, the directions, everything like that in it, so it makes it super easy. And then you've got this video here that you can use as well to place the cards together. With my first card class, I really wanted to make something a little bit easy in the fact that we've gone from a very simple card and we step it up a little bit, which is super fun to do. So here is the very simple card. Very, very pretty. Can't go wrong with it. It's still gorgeous. Then we're going to step it up a little bit by adding some ribbon, some twine, and then we're also popping up a carrot, so a stamped image as well. So, and we've added a little bit more colour with the crumb cake matting there. And then our third card, can you see that? That's better. Our third card is embossed as well, as adding a stitched shape. So I've gone with my stylish shape dies, which, you know, you can't go wrong with. I love them. And then we're adding a little bit more greenery on our carrot. We've embossed the background, and on these two I've also added some embellishments with there as well. So 3 very, very simple cards, easy to create, stepping it up a little bit on each card. Now, not all my free card classes each month are going to be step-ups. Next month is certainly not. It's a mixture of different cards and projects, so that's super fun. But yeah, so there we have it. We have those. So I do use the Thanks a Bunch stamp set. This is a free Sale A Bration stamp set through till the end of the 28th of February. You can get it with a $90 order, choosing this one as your free gift. I've also used the Cane Weave 3D embossing folder. This is in the mini catalogue. If you don't have this one, you could certainly use any embossing folder to emboss with in the background. If you're getting the kits, I will already have the die cut from the Stylish Shapes dies, but once again, highly recommend if you don't have this die set. It's a must-have. It's such a great set, and you can use it for so many different cards and projects. I think I've shown you that a numerous amount of times. The inks that we are using for the class are Pumpkin Pie, Old Olive, and Crumb Cake. So I've kept it quite simple. So if you are getting these kits, that hopefully you'll have those colours, and then you can create the cards with it. Now, if you don't have those colours and you would still like to take part, purchase these ones in your order, which is another great idea there. And I've used the beautiful Old Olive and Sahara Sand twill ribbon. This is a combo pack in the annual catalogue for our ribbons. So I'm not using the Sahara Sand one, but this Old Olive is so pretty, and that's part of the kit as well. And also linen thread. So you get all the linen thread, the ribbon, the die cut pieces, embellishments, everything like that is included. And I've even coloured my rhinestones with the stamping blends in Pumpkin Pie. So they will come already done for you as well. So there you go. Hi Cheryl, how are you? Or should I say good morning? Because it's after midnight. Alrighty, so let's get started. I really hope that you enjoy these type of classes and you enjoy this video. So we're starting off with our first card. This is our basic card. We have basic white thick card base, which has already been folded. We have a layer, and I think if you're trying to keep the, I'll just make that a little bit bigger. There we go. Trying to keep it completely simple, you could just stamp on your card base. You don't have to add that layer. I just wanted to add the layer and, you know, give you a little bit more with your card kits, but that's what we're going to work with. So we're going to work with our basic white thick layer. I'm going to grab just a scrap bit of paper, and I already have all my stamps on blocks already, but let me show you. We have the large carrot. I've got the carrot top here. All our sentiments are using everything's coming up carrots, but if you're doing this at home, you can use any of these wonderful sentiments. And what I really like is you've got a great selection there, and different fonts as well. And what else are we using? Oh, this little cluster of dots, and the sentiment, yeah, everything's coming up carrots. Yeah, so there we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to stamp our carrots first in pumpkin pie ink. And I think you'll find that all of the card fronts are pretty much stamped exactly the same. So I've tried to keep it really, really simple. Maybe you're not really into stamping just yet, so maybe this is a way to get into it. These are photopolymer stamps, so they're very easy to use. You can see straight through them, so they're great for placement. And then I'm going to do one down here just like this. So great colour with that pumpkin pie ink. We're going to bring in the old olive, and I'm just going to do the heads of those carrots. So stamp those down, and this is old olive. This looks really bright when you first stamp, but it will lighten a little bit as we go. There we go. And then we have our little dots that we're going to come back in with the pumpkin pie. This is almost like a splatter, which is really great. Now, just out of interest, everyone that's watching, how many of you guys have this stamp set already? I think it was actually my very favourite stamp set when I saw the catalogue. I was super excited, and it was the first one that I got. We also have a strip of crumb cake card base, sorry, crumb cake card. I'm going to stamp that sentiment with the crumb cake ink. So let's stamp that in the middle. There we go. Now with the kits, you will have to have some basic adhesive, liquid glue, as well as some dimensionals. And I'm just looking for my liquid glue that's actually got a little bit in it. I think I pretty much used a whole one today in what I've been doing. Sandy, you don't? Oh my goodness. Okay, so not your favourite then. I absolutely love it. I always love the fruit and vegetable, well, not so much the vegetable, but I really like the fruit ones, but the carrot one is just so cute. So we're just gluing this one down, straight down onto our card base with our liquid glue. But we're going to pop up our sentiment with some dimensionals. Marion says no, but she will borrow mine. Oh, that's funny. Oh, Sandy, I can enable you, no problem. I think it is such a cute stamp set. So hopefully after the end of this class, you may want it. So there we have it. Popped up our sentiment, super easy. We can even stamp inside, which let's do that now while we're here. Otherwise I'll forget to do it. You know, most of my cards that I do, I stamp the inside of them. And then when I'm live, I just completely forget to do it. So you guys don't actually see me stamp the inside very often, but they are. So there we have it. Cute, cute, cute. You could add some dimensionals to that if you wanted to add a little bit of extra bling to it. But so simple, but really, really pretty card as well. So there's our first one. Let's move on to our second card. So that's this one here. I'm going to bring my kit in. So this is an extra layer with the crumb cake card base. And none of these have been scored. So let me bring that in. We have crumb cake. We have the basic white that we're going to do our stamping on. We have another layer of basic white thick that we can stamp our carrot down on. Crumb cake for our sentiment, and then we have our green old olive twill ribbon and a little bit of linen thread there as well. So let's stamp all our carrots first. Let's bring that in. Nicole, I have been very busy. I've been working on a few different things, so yes. I don't think it was completely full though. But I've done cards and 3D projects and yeah, so lots and lots of work. So I've got my 3 carrots down. I'm also going to stamp a carrot down on that strip of basic white. This is thick because we're going to be cutting it out. You want to make sure that it has a great thickness to it, so it won't be too fragile. So we're just going to add our tops to each of our carrots. It does finish off the card a little bit more when you stamp inside, absolutely. I agree. And our topper on that one. Perfect. Let's bring our crumb cake in for our sentiment. Where is my sentiment? Here it is. And for this one, we want to make sure that we sort of aiming it in the middle, sort of a little bit to the right hand side, so not quite in the middle. Like that, actually. I have something on my stamp, so let's turn that over and we'll do that on again. Let's hope this one works. Much better. Okay. So going to quickly fussy cut out my carrot. For that I need some snips. It's just a little bit bigger than I need, so let's get rid of some of it. Sometimes I find when you're fussy cutting, by getting rid of some of the cardstock, it just makes it a little bit easier for you to fussy cut. I can't read comments while I'm fussy cutting, otherwise I might cut something off, but I'll check the comments in just a second. So I've got quite a few people who haven't got this stamp set. Have you placed an order, and if so, what's your favourite Sale A Bration product? I always love to see what everyone chooses with their free gifts. There's some great DSP in the Sale A Bration catalogue. I will give Stamping Up that. They have done really well. Okay, so we can start popping this card together. Let's add our crumb cake layer, there we go, to our basic white. I'm going to use some liquid glue for that one. Like so. I want to grab my sentiment. We're going to add some tear and tape to the bottom of that sentiment. With ribbon, I really like to use tear and tape. You can use liquid glue. I personally don't like it. I find, and it may be just the way I use it, I find that I usually have it go through the ribbon and you can see it. So we're just taking the backing off. I'm going to line this up. And your ribbon is actually cut a little bit longer than you need. So we can just trim off the edges once we have it positioned. The great thing is with tear and tape, if it's not quite right, you can sort of pull it off and then lay it back down again, which works really well. I didn't need to do that because it was fine, and now I've didn't have it correct. All right, very sticky tear and tape. We're going to just trim off those edges of that ribbon, like so. We're going to pop this one up with some dimensionals. If you're making these at home, you don't have to. You can leave them down with just some liquid glue. I think you've got to pop up. So much nicer with some dimension. Nicole's been die cutting leaves and flowers en masse the last few days so she can create in front of the computer when you get home from work. Back to school on Monday. Yeah, that's a great idea. I like doing things that you can set yourself up, that you can watch TV and still get things done, so you don't miss out on family time. So I totally understand. Okay, so we have that. We're going to add our die cut, or our fussy cut carrot. So we're going to add that down with just some glue. Glue here. We're going to bring in some, this is popped up with a dimensional, so we can add a dimensional there and a dimensional down below. And that'll give the carrot that support on either end, like so. Popping him off on the side. Oh, I've just noticed I haven't done my little splotches, so let's do that really quickly. Yeah, that looks good. Easy done. We're taking our linen thread, and you've got a decent amount here to do a bow. Tying bows on camera are a lot harder than off camera. Hi Cheryl, how are you? standing up all day is getting you in practice too. All my teachers when I went to school sat on their bums all day. Anyway, all right. So we're going to grab a glue dot. Because the linen thread's really small, we're going to just roll the glue dot up. And then we can add it down. Oh, doesn't want to stick down. End of the roll of glue dots I always find are a little bit funny. Doesn't that just that added little bit of linen thread, a little bit of twine just really pop it up? Okay. Before we add it to our card base, I'm going to bring in some rhinestones with my Pumpkin Pie Dark stamping blend. There's two ends with the stamping blend, so a thin end and a thick end. We're going to go with the thick. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to colour in. I'm going to colour in 6 because I'm going to need 6 for this card and the next card. And with stamping blends, which are alcohol-based markers, oh geez, they can colour rhinestones, pearls, all those embellishments in any colour that you have. So you can effectively have embellishments for every single project in every colour that the stamping blends are in. So we're just going to add 3 of these down. I'm using take my pick tool. This tool is invaluable for this. It's so easy to pick up your embellishments. Just makes light work of it. Okay, and then lastly for this second card, we're going to pop this up onto our card base. So let's grab in some dimensionals and add these in. So once again, really simple card, stepped up just a fraction with doing a few things. So pretty. And we've done pretty much the same steps, just adding a few different layers and things in. Okay, card base. At a glance, but with me watching you do it, I'm going to get the set. That's awesome, Cheryl. I think everyone needs this stamp set. So cute. Look at that. Would you not want to give that card away? Let's stamp the inside again really quickly. You could also stamp the same sentiment, a different sentiment. I'm just going to stamp the carrot. Not too worried about putting anything else in there. Cute. And there's our second card. Awesome. Let's move to our third card, which is this one here. Look at this embossing in the background. Now the card kit won't come embossed, and the reason is you have to stamp it, and if anyone's tried stamping after embossing, you're not going to get a good image. So realistically, you can use any embossing folder that you have. You don't have to use the cane weave that I've used here from the mini catalogue. You can use anything. All right, so I'm going to pop these things to the side for a minute. Let's do our stamping again. I'm going to try and remember to do the dots this time because it's not going to work coming back in later and doing them. That would be a disaster. So one down here. Another one off to the side. And I've just put my hands in the ink and added it to the bottom of my card. But I can fix that by popping dots in there. Let's do that. Yeah, see? Not even going to see it. I think I need to re-ink my pumpkin pie. Okay. Moving on to the carrot top. Like so. We have 2 strips of the basic white here. We're going to do 1 carrot, and then we need 3 of the carrot tops. And we're going to do these separately because once we fussy cut them, we're adding them separately on the top of the carrot. So I can do 1 here. Looks like this needs re-inking too, my old olive. So you've got plenty of extra space there. We need our crumb cake sentiment piece. This time when we're stamping our sentiment, we're actually going to stamp off to the right hand side. So, need my ink pad, and that's so we can get everything in with that carrot. I don't need this one anymore, but I will need the pumpkin pie and old olive for the inside of the card. Let's do our fussy cutting first. So there's no dies with this set, but it really is quite easy to fussy cut from. Nothing's really that intricate. And if you've been on social media or Pinterest, you may have seen people create these with the coloured carrots. So, you know, the purpley, maroony sort of colours. So pretty. I actually haven't done anything like that. I've gone with the old pumpkin pie carrot. But, yeah, it looks so pretty with all the different colours. We'll have to try it. So we have 1 carrot top. I think a rainbow carrot would look really cute too. Just doing that non-traditional. Not everything has to be the right colour, I don't think. That's something that I sort of have to push myself to do because I usually do the right colours for everything. Okay, almost done the second one. Perfect. Has anyone got anything exciting on this weekend? I know we're going out for tea on Saturday night with family. They got back from Europe, I don't know, a few weeks ago, and we haven't seen them since, so we're catching up with them to hear about their travels. So exciting. They did go to quite a few places in Europe. They were over there for a whole month, which I still don't think is enough to see it all, but it'll be great to hear what they've been up to, or what they got up to. So just doing our carrot now. I've done well, Sandy. That's awesome. Marion always says I can sell ice to Eskimos. I don't know whether I can, but I think sometimes our Stampin' Up products are just so easy to sell. Alright, so we have our images. I might just bring in my card base and we'll stamp the inside. That way I can get rid of this gross piece of scrap paper. And the top. perfect. And I can get rid of my ink pads. I'm so worried that I'm going to stick my card in there. Okay, Nicole says if you cut out the images and stick them all down, then run the card through the embossing folder, you get a really neat embossed look. Absolutely. Yep, you could certainly do that as well. But I don't think it'll work well on my card, only because I am using dimensionals on the card front. So if you were to stamp it all down, or to stick it all down without the dimensionals, that would work really well. All right, so we can bring in our embossing folder, which is this one here. I believe it's a 3D, so that's how I'm going to run it through. If it's not, we'll soon find out. Let me bring in the embossing machine. I did get some shoe glue for my magnetic cutting plate. I haven't used it yet though. So I've got it in my folder. I'm going to use plate 4 because I think it is a 3D one. Maybe it's not. Nope. That's fine. Need my other plate though. What am I doing wrong? Oh, we got it through. That was super hard. Let me show you what it looks like. Does that not look so good? That looks like material, I think. Has a great weave to it. Right, so let's start popping the card together. Bring the real one in. Let's bring all our supplies in. Going to add that first layer that we've just embossed with the crumb cake card. It is embossed, so you want to make sure that you've got a decent amount of adhesive on there. Hi everyone, for everyone who's just joined. Hope you're enjoying the card class. This is the third card in the set of 3. We're going to take our sentiment and add some tear and tape to that bottom half, or the bottom along the edge. Oh, Marion loves the folder. All right, Sandy's not convinced with the stamp set yet, but she doesn't have the embossing folder and she wants that. That's okay, Sandy. I will take that as a win. So once again, a little bit bigger of a piece of that twill ribbon. I'm gonna lay it down, make sure I get a good even coverage. And we can just cut off any excess. Like so. We're going to pop this one up with some dimensionals. I know I've missed some comments, so I'll come back and take a look before we go. So if anyone has any questions, please pop in your comments now. And we can chat about those once I'm done. So popping that up on the card, we have a stitched circle in Old Olive. We're going to glue that one down to our sentiment piece. Like so. Let's glue our carrot pieces together. For that, I'm actually going to bring in my glue dots again. And add a glue dot to each. Don't know whether that'll pull it up. No. Right at the very end. Let me get another one out. So because they're rolled the opposite way, the last few on the roll actually get stuck to the core piece, which you're not going to be able to use when they're stuck to the core piece. Anyway. So I have them stuck there. We can add these to the carrots, and I'm actually going to, oh goodness. Let's add them to the front of the greenery piece. That will make it be easier to adhere down. You guys get to see what not to do. So do one on either side. Like so. And then one in the middle. I'm popping this one on top. There's a glue dot there now that we can add our bow with our linen thread. So we'll just do a quick bow. And I'm just going to tidy up those edges. A little bit of glue dot there. We'll just squish him under the bow. Now we can add dimensionals to the back. And you want to put one on each of the greenery pieces. And then down the carrot. And actually, the greenery pieces we're going to have to double up on because they're off that sentiment piece, which is already embossed. Sorry, already have dimensionals on it. So this is already dimensionaled up. The greenery is going to sit off on the card, which means if we double it up, it'll be the same height as the sentiment piece. So hopefully that makes sense. Wendy says, what's happening? There's no heat embossing. Well, Wendy, there is method to my madness. I'm sort of aiming these at maybe beginners, and I don't know whether any beginner's really going to have a heat embossing, but it will come in the next few months with these card classes. There will be heat embossing. Don't worry. Because that's one thing that I can't not do, isn't it? You guys know me too well. I'm going to actually, you can add dimensionals to the back of this one as well, I'm not. I'm actually just going to glue this one straight down. So just using some liquid glue. And then we're going to do one last thing to finish it off. And I know the photos really didn't show that embossing previously, which is so sad that it didn't get really seen. But that embossing of the card really does set it all off. So we're going to add 3 more of these pumpkin pie coloured in rhinestones. And there we have it. Our 3rd and final card in this card class. Love it. So let's bring each one in individually so you can see them. Starting with, there we go. Starting with very, very basic and simple, stepping up a little bit, and then really, I think the embossing just really sets it off. So something that's so easy to do by embossing really ups the card beautifully. So for these card kits, you can get the 3 card kits sent to you for free by placing an order in my online store using this host code. This is available 26th to the 31st, so to the end of the month. You've got a few days. Use the hostess code, and then I'll send these out to you on the 31st. You've got this video to come back to, but with the card kits, I'll also send a PDF tutorial, so it makes it super easy. Alright, so let me just have a quick look at all the comments that I may have missed. Some of them went so fast that I just couldn't keep up while I was crafting. Oh, thank you everyone that's said fun technique and beautiful cards. Marion said favoured flowers. Didn't like it in the caddy, but love it now. Yeah, it's a really vibrant and bold colours as well as images, and I think, yeah, the catalogue doesn't do it justice. I absolutely agree. Yeah, Marion loves to fussy cut while watching TV with her feet up. Marion said her teacher's walked around up and down the aisles with a cane to slap you with. Sandra loves the owls and the DSP. Yeah, well, next month, Sandra, we are doing the awesome owls as our free card class, so you'll have the stamp set all ready to go. Oh, the orange carrots are called Dutch carrots because it was the Dutch who bred the orange colour in. Oh, there you go. Thank you, everyone. I'm glad that you've enjoyed it. Awesome. All right. Perfect. Now, before you go, I just want to quickly let you know something that I've been working on, which I'm really excited about. Most of you know I do work with Wendy Cranford over in America, and she has started up a monthly subscription idea it's called the Creative Vault, where she is having multiple people do classes each month. You can sign up, it's a monthly subscription, and yeah, I'm actually taking part. I'm doing 3D projects each month for the next 3 months. It might do longer, I'm not really sure. We're doing 3 months to see how it goes, to see how I go with it. And I'm super excited. It's going to be so much fun. I've been working on the projects the last couple of days, and yeah, I'm very, very excited. So I have got a link in the description of this video if you would like to take a look at it. Wendy's got previous card classes in there as well. There'll be a scrapbooking class, a 3D project class, colouring class with a Copic marker expert. So that's super exciting. If you like stamping blends and you want to learn some techniques with that, you can certainly do that. My link is actually an affiliate link, so I will get some commission on it. I just want to be completely honest with you before you sign up. If you use my link, I will get some commission. But yeah, I'm really excited, and I hope to share a little bit more about the project. It is open and available to sign up for now, and yeah, it's going to be so much fun. So if you follow Wendy, you've probably already seen the details and all that sort of stuff, but you can go over to her website and see a little bit more if you're in wanting to know any more about it. Yeah, so there we go. I'm going to just pop the camera up really quickly. Give me a second. Perfect. All right, everyone. I'm so happy that you've come and enjoyed the card class with me today using the Thanks a Bunch stamp set. I hope that it's inspired you a little bit with that set. If you haven't got it already, maybe Sandy, you never know. I just think it's a great set, so great one to use. I'll have a Tracy Sunday challenge on Sunday if you want to come and join me at 8:30 in the morning. It's going to be a good one. It's a colour combo challenge, so they're always fun to create with. And yes, and if you have just newly subscribed to me, thank you so much. I appreciate you subscribing, and I hope that you come back and continue watching. All right, everyone, enjoy the rest of your Australia Day. I hope you have a great Friday and an even better weekend, and I'll see you all really soon. All right, bye-bye.